Good afternoon, my friends. Today, I'm gonna put a KTM Power Part skid plate on my 2015 KTM 1290 Super Adventure. Let's get into this. The first thing we're doing is to remove this factory plastic skid plate. You're gonna be using a T30. And you can see that I've already removed this. So remove these two bolts here. And then drop your plastic ridiculous belly guard. All right, so after we move the belly guard, we're gonna pull out this screw here and get into it. All right, so we got a T45. I'm gonna pull this bolt. I did already crack it loose and it was really tight. So I've only used one extension and I was really careful to keep the tool centered with the bolt. I don't want to strip these. All right, so there we go. So according to the directions, the next thing we got to do is to pull a screw out of here. This is on the right-hand side of the bike. This is the brake pedal. I don't have a screw there, so moving on to the engine. You can see left-hand mount here. This is the left-hand mount. We're going to get that ready to go on. We've got the 8mm Allen, and we're gonna stick that on to where we pulled out the T45 earlier. So I'm gonna just get this in here and get that started. Not to tighten it down yet, just let it roll loose. I put some blue Loctite on that as well. All right, so now we're over here on the right-hand side of the bike. Again, here's the brake pedal. We're doing the same thing. We've got the right-hand bracket. This time I've got my spacer. So we got this going on. And I'm gonna put this in to this hole here. And some of the bikes apparently come without threads. And they suggest that if your bike doesn't have threads, you gotta cut threads into there. Fortunately for me, my bike has threads, so I'm just gonna thread these right in there and be done. And again, not tightening this up, leaving this loose. So you can see how this gives you some room around this header pipe here. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is this bolt in here. It's a T45, and it's easy because it's directly above the sight glass. You can see that my oil is a little low. I changed my oil 2 days ago, and that's where it says. I put a 4 full liters in there, even though the manual says 3.9, and that's where I'm at. So I need to do a little bit more investigation. I also changed the filter with mine, so I think maybe it takes more with the filter, but I haven't driven it. So right here, T45, I'm gonna pull that out. Well, that wasn't super tight. Maybe it doesn't need to be. Crash bars. Fortunately for me, I haven't crashed this bike. I haven't off-roaded it too much. Mostly this thing's been a touring bike for me, road touring, and can we get this out? Okay, there we go. T45. Okay, moving on. The right-hand side of the bike, the foot brake rear brake side. Okay, so I've got the T45 pulled out of the right-hand crash bar mount. All right, yeah, so the kit comes with these heavy-duty steel nicely powder-coated spacers. And so we're putting the spacers into the holes where we pulled out the T45 from the crash bars. And this is on the right-hand side, and then over on the left-hand side of the bike, I've put one of the spacers in already. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is take the bracket that comes with our kit. You can see how it kind of has a bent upward arm. And we're gonna mount that on the front of the bike. And then the arms reach up to where the spacers are that we just inserted into the crash bar mount. All right, so now we're gonna take the mounting bracket and this long piece that comes with the kit. Run that through and get it loosely mounted in place. The instructions are not quite so good. We're doing it on this side, I'm gonna do it on the other side. All right, you guys, so I had a difficult time mounting this piece. It was pretty tight, so I put the bolt in on one side, tightened it down just enough where the bar would still move. And then I had to pull back on the mounting bracket and slip it up and get it into place. And it was a little tough, but it did work. If you do that, be careful. All right, so we got this a little loose still. I'm gonna loosen it up just a little bit more, get some wiggle room, and we'll move on. Okay, so moving on, we've got these small Allens that go into, we've got 6 holes in this mounting bracket. And you can see here we've got 6 holes in the plate. So we're gonna put these in here and get it mounted up. And so these are an M6 here, and then on the rear we've got 6 of these, which I believe are an M8. And the top view, you can see the 6 screws here. This was our mounting bracket that we installed first, and it's got receiving holes, also the same pattern, 6 of them. And these are threaded up here. All right, so we've got this 3 down here, and then I've got 3 over on the other side. You can see that probably. And now we're gonna tighten it all up. You can see everything's loose. I'm gonna tighten it up, and I'm gonna put some blue Loctite on everything. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay guys, so these 7 foot-pounds of torque on these 6. The ones underneath on the bottom, right down here, 18.4 foot-pounds of torque. And then this big one here on each side, and this big one here on each side, 33 foot-pounds of torque. Here's a close-up of it. Skid plate's on, it's looking good. Got everything torqued down, and I got blue Loctite on all the fasteners. So hopefully this helps someone out. I don't know if it will or not. Are you still riding these bikes? Who's still riding these bikes? I am. But hopefully it helps you out. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next video.